Hello people, welcome back to Beauty Jam. Today I'm going to be talking about my holiday purchases. I went back to Ibiza this year. I went to Ibiza last year, I liked it, I loved it. So I went back, I went to a different hotel, same island, different hotel. I went to the other side of the island this time rather than the side I went before. And yeah, so I'm going to share with you what I bought. So I didn't buy that much stuff, to be honest, because first of all, can I just say, you have to pay €15 in tax. So there was €15 gone on the first night. Yeah, I will talk more about that later. So first thing I bought is this little headscarf thing. I bought this because you can wear it all different ways. See how it's like a proper scarf? See? So I thought you can wear it as like a bandana, like that. You can wear it as a neck scarf. You can wear it around your wrist if you wanted, look. See? So you can wear it any way that you like. It did say all the ways you can wear it on the actual packaging, but I've chucked that now. But I just thought you can wear it all different ways. There's different, ways you can wear it. So I bought it. I forgot how much it was. I forgot how much it was. But yeah, I bought that. Got little anchors on. Black. The next thing I bought is this notebook. I bought this for my mom. It says on the front, if you change nothing, nothing will change. I liked the little quote, and it's got Ibiza obviously there. I love the little quote on it, and I love the colours. It's got it's like panels, like fence panels with like pink, blue paint on. I don't know whether you can see that. The inside of it, oh hold on. The inside of it is just plain pages, and then you've obviously got this to either keep your page or to keep the book closed. Yeah, and you've got one of those things to mark a page as well. So I liked it. I really liked it. So I bought that for my mum, because I know that she likes notebooks and things like that, and she keeps notes of everything. So I kept that. To go along with the notebook for my mum, I also bought this pen. It's got Ibiza on the side with one of the lizards, because obviously the lizards live there. And on the top, this reminded me of Crash Bandicoot. I did buy this for my mum, I promise. It reminded me of Crash Bandicoot because it's like that's the actual lid. Then obviously the pen's there, but the lid, the lid itself goes up and then it goes into like a gem. See, and that gem just really reminded me of Crash Bandicoot with the coloured gems. Like, doesn't it look like flipping Crash Bandicoot? So I was in the shop like, oh my gosh, it's a Crash Bandicoot pen, but it's not. It's just a gem pen. But I bought it for my mum because, obviously I bought her a notebook, so I'm going to buy her a pen. There was all different colours. There was purple one with like a purple pen. There was a pink one with the pink pen, and then there was this colour pen with a dark blue gem, and then there was this one with the light blue gem. My mum's very much a light blue person, I imagine. I've asked her what her favourite colour is and she never says. But I know that she likes light blues and things like that. So I bought her the light blue one to go along with her notebook. Plus I thought the blue goes with the notebook, see? See that? Oh, hold on. They go together, look. See, like the blue. So I thought, yes, there we go. So I bought those two for my mom. For myself, I bought myself a magnet. You know, I buy a magnet from everywhere that I go. Every place that I go, I have to buy a magnet because it's like a little memento for me, and I can say all the places I've been. I do already have one from Ibiza last year, but I thought I'm going to buy another one because I've been again. Do you know what I mean? So I bought this one. This was €1.50. It's got it on the back. So it's just like it's like a sunset kind of thing. It's got like the pink there, it's got Ibiza in the middle, and then down the bottom it's got good vibes, and then it's got like palm trees, silhouettes of palm trees. I just really liked that. This wasn't a scene view of where we were or anything, but it was just nice. I just liked the look of it. See? So I bought that one. I also bought another one because I couldn't pick. I was in the shop like, which one do I get? And I couldn't pick. So I picked both. This was also €1.50. And this is just, I liked this because it's like a Polaroid. See, it's like a picture. And then you've got a picture of the sunset and the sea. And then in the middle it says, enjoy every moment, Ibiza. So I liked that one. And I was standing there like, which one do I get? And I was just like, I'm just going to get both. So I got both. and I love both, and I'm glad I got both, because honestly I would have regretted whichever one I would have bought. I would have regretted not getting the other one, so I got both. But there you go. The next thing I bought is actually something very, very big. It's not big, it was only €2, but it's something very big for me to actually do. This is a poster for David Guetta Big. Now, I don't know whether you've ever been to Ibiza. It is known as the party island. I'm not really a partier, very much at all, but David Guetta was playing, and you know I gotta go see him. So I went to see David Guetta live at Big in his, it wasn't Monday, June the 4th, it was July, but he plays every Monday. He plays at the Ushuaia Hotel, and then every Thursday he plays at Pasha. Might I just add. I didn't go to Pasha, I went to the Ushuaia one, and I bought the poster to kind of, as like a memento that I actually went. I do kind of need to frame this because it's starting to like curl, and I don't want it to curl. But yes, a little story. Oh, I'll just show you this as well. While I was at David Guetta, they gave out glow sticks. So this like glows. Let me turn it on. You can't see it because it's like dark. Can you kind of see it? Can you kind of see it? Can you see it kind of flashing? Yeah. It's a glow stick. There we go. So on the side it's just got David Guetta Big, which is obviously where we were, and on the back it's got Big Love. It's quite big, to be honest. I wasn't expecting it to be that big. But let me just talk about this, right? That's all that I bought from Ibiza. So that's the end of the video pretty much. But let me just talk about this. I've never been a partier, a clubber, you know. I've been out once in my life and didn't like it, so I never went again. It's just not my scene. But when I was younger, about 14, 15, okay guys, right, I've never really done anything. I've never been one of those people that's always out. You know these kids that you see walking about with their mates and then just dossing? I've never been that type of person. I've always kind of been alone. So when I was younger, I used to make music. I know that I said I never had any dealings with music, and I haven't. I've never sung, I've never released anything, anything like that, never. But I did used to make mixes of my own songs. So songs that were popular at that time, I used to remix and then kind of like make my own version. And that's how I used to do it. But obviously, copyright and stuff, you know, it wasn't my song, I was remixing it. But my biggest inspirations when I was that age, about 14, 15, was Afrojack, David Guetta, Armin van Buuren, is that how you say his name? I hope it is, that's how I've always said it. Steve Aoki, Avicii, like all of them, they were kind of like the inspirations behind that, because I used to love their remixes of stuff, and I know that they make their own songs now, you know. And I just loved it. I loved the whole house kind of electronic dance music, and I just liked it. And I kind of got a little bit of a reputation for being a DJ whilst I was at school. I used to get, because I had like a Facebook page that I used to upload to the remixes to, and people started noticing, and I started getting requests from my school classmates, you know, and then I would go home at the weekend and I'd I'd like remix the song, and then on Monday I'd be like, oh, I've done your song, and then, you know, they'd listen to it and they'd love it, and I just loved it. I loved that feeling of making somebody, you know, like, you know, because at first I was just doing it for fun, and then I started getting requests off people. I was like, hang on a minute, they were requesting me to remix a song? What? Do you know what I mean? I made my whole own CD of remixes. I gave them out to people. I gave one to my auntie, I gave one to my granddad, I gave one to my friends that I had at school. I just gave people CDs, you know. I remixed all these songs. They were rubbish. Now that I listen back to them, they were rubbish, but it was fun to do and people seemed to like it, you know. And that was kind of how it all happened, and I've always looked up to David Guetta. I've always loved him, and, you know, as I got older, it kind of, you know, it kind of drifted away. I still enjoy doing that. I would still enjoy doing that because it was fun, but life kind of just got in the way. I had to then go to college, then I was at university, and then I had a lot of work to do. Then I have to start a business, and then this happens, and then YouTube comes along, and it kind of just drifted to the back burner, and it's something that I used to do rather than do. Does that make sense? But I've never been a clubber or a raver or anything like that. I don't like the atmosphere. No, I do like the atmosphere of the music and that kind of thing. I love that. But the people that go to these kinds of places is what I don't like. If I could just have David do me a private show, that'd be great. But you know, I'm too introverted and too awkward to mix with people that go to these events, if that makes sense. I'm not slating anybody, everyone's entitled to a good time, you know, but just my personality does not fit in with the clubbing, raving part. I am more of a music lover than I am that kind of way type thing. I'm not like that, do you know what I mean? But I do admire the music and the DJ and the art of it, and that's kind of what I was there for. So to go and see, because Afrojack was on first, to see Afrojack live was incredible. He did a little tribute to Avicii as well with some of his songs, which was just, oh my life. It was just incredible, because I just thought everyone was singing along, and you know, Avicii died this year, so it was just nice to have that little bit of a tribute. I don't know whether Avicii was supposed to be playing at Ibiza that year, maybe, I don't know, but it was just nice to have that tribute, and you know, it really did touch my heart when he did that, because I felt like, yes, you know. And then David came out and he did this, and it was just like a childhood dream come true, because I've always wanted to go to these places. Tomorrowland, just the lot. I've wanted to go ever since I was about 14, 15, because I loved the music, you know. And David was great, Afrojack was great, but what wasn't so great was my view. Because I'm 5 foot, I couldn't really see. I will put some videos in. I won't have no music to them though, because of copyright, obviously. This was the view from here. Yeah, there. Not my view. I could hardly see. But what do you expect? There's going to be a lot of people turning up to those events. So I couldn't really expect any less. But it was great. It was great. But what I didn't really like I say, was like the people, and I'll give you an example, right? There's a lot of people there, so you're all kind of crammed up together. I'm not really one for people being in people's personal space, but I don't mind in situations like that, because everybody is in everybody else's personal space, do you know what I mean? And there was this girl walking away from the bar, because the bar was right there, and she's holding her boyfriend's hand over her head, and she's kind of navigating her way through the crowd, and I was like, okay, she wants to walk past. So I take a step back to let them pass, you know, because I'm not just going to stand there and have her come up to me and just be like, excuse me, do you know what I mean? Because I can already see that she's trying to get through. So I was like, okay, I'll take a step back. So I took a step back, and she walked past, she got her boyfriend's hand in tow, he comes right in front of me, and then kind of goes, hey, you know, where are we, to his girlfriend, hey, where are we going? And she kind of looks back and she says, I'm going over there, where she like pointed somewhere, probably to an empty space. And he says, well, what's wrong with here? What's wrong with there, mate, is that was my space, and I actually took a step back to let you through. And they ended up standing there for pretty much the rest of the show, making out and things like this. And I'm just like, are you not here to enjoy the music? Like, are you just here literally to make out? Because if you are, you need to go to your room, because that's where you make out, not here with me and my flipping blooming glow stick. Blooming bop you on the head, mate. Honestly, it just really annoyed me, because I was like, that girl knew that I had, you know, because I even smiled and was like, you know, because I'm letting you, and she knew, and she still chose to agree with her boyfriend and stand there right where that was my spot. Just flipping annoyed me, man. Flipping annoyed me. But I'm too British to say anything. So that was that. My spot was gone. And then about half an hour before the show ended, they bogged off, and I was like, thank flipping goodness. But I was miffed off because I missed half of it, because that was the good spot. Honestly, annoyed me. So it's things like that. It's the people, you know, I'm not saying all the people, because some of the people that go to those events are like me, so I'm not saying all the people, but just, you know, the entitled attitude is what I can't stand. So if I ever go again, I'm going to try and get, you know, either get there early so I can get a good view, or book at the hotel that it's being played at so I can have a balcony, because the people on the balcony were perfectly fine, they could see everything. So there you go. But halfway through they were throwing the glow sticks down and I managed to get one and I kept it, and there you go. So that was it for David. Loved him, great show. I think he got married over there as well. I'm not 100% sure, guys, what was going on, but that was a great night. And then once the show had finished at midnight, we had to catch the party bus, which, can I just add, is not a party bus at all. It's just a normal bus. When they said party bus, I was expecting music to be playing, kind of like a bit of lights, you know, like a disco ball, things like that. It's just a flipping normal bus. That's all as it is. There's no music, there's no disco ball, there's nothing. So don't call it a party bus if it's not a flipping party, do you know what I mean? So yeah, that miffed me off as well. But I had to catch the bus back. Managed to get the first bus. I was expecting to be waiting, to be honest, because there was a lot of people, but we actually managed to get on the first bus. I didn't get a seat, I had to stand up, but my feet were killing me. So I sat down, you know, on buses where you have the steps, I sat on the steps, right? I wasn't taking up any more room than I would have been standing, because I am big anyway. And the guy bangs on the window and tells me to flipping stand up in Spanish, which I don't understand. The only thing I could get was this. So I was kind of like, oh, he wants me to stand up. Okay, let me stand up. I stood up and it was still exactly the same flipping room as if I was sitting down. So once the bus started moving, I sat down again, because no way am I having any man, English or Spanish, tell me to stand up, because my feet are wrecking. So I don't care, right? I was at that point. I was at this point. It was 1 a.m. I am not bothered, right? So I sat down. And then I'm pretty sure that halfway through the journey, there was, because there's like a camera on the bus, because obviously they need to check that people are behaving and blah, 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 and no fights are breaking out and all something like that. The bus stopped and the lights came on and it was something in Spanish, and I think he said stand up, and I think he was talking to me. So I stood up again and the bus started going again and I sat down again. Like, I am not doing this. I am standing on a step, and it doesn't matter whether I'm standing or sitting, like that flipping bus is a bus, do you know what I mean? So I sat down again and it didn't stop again. So I don't know. I don't understand Spanish. I don't know what he was saying, but I think he said stand up, because what he said kind of sounded like what the guy outside was saying. So I think it was to me. But I am not bothered. It was 1 a.m, my feet were wrecking, right? I was wearing sliders. That should tell you everything. Then we get back to San Antonio, which is where the bus drops you off. And it's about a 50-minute walk back to the hotel, because all the other buses aren't running, because it's obviously 1 o'clock in the morning. So I enjoy a nice 50-minute walk in sliders that are rubbing me at 1 o'clock in the morning, plus being collared by every single club on the way back to try and get you into that club. I'm like, no, my feet are wrecking. And I said to this guy, because he was really nice, you know, and he was English, well, he spoke English, and I was like, I can't, my feet are hurting, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, well, if your feet are hurting, then sit down. And I was like, no, my feet aren't hurting because I'm standing. My feet are hurting because I've been standing for the past 4 hours. 5 hours, 6 hours even. So please just let me go back to my hotel. That's all I want. So I managed to get back to my hotel and I got in bed, and it was about 2:45. And it was all fun. It was all great. You know, I was kind of still on the high of being to seeing David get. I still got all that atmosphere, but oh my gosh, were my feet killing me. They were killing, they were throbbing, they were hurting, they were so bad. That's going to be it for this video. I hope my camera hasn't stopped recording. Probably has, hasn't it? Oh no, it hasn't. It hasn't, guys. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever been to Ibiza or seen David get alive or anything like that. And let me know some of your stories. And yeah, make sure you subscribe for more videos from me. And make sure you check out my other videos, because I've done loads of holiday purchases now. And I will see you next time. Bye!